All right, I just hit that button. Let me go hit this other couple of buttons, or one more button. Well, I ain't trying to do all that. That ain't working. We just discard that part and go live. It should definitely be there. Let's see here.
Where it is.
Found it.
Me and you tonight.
So far, so far.
Who else is on? Somebody comment, say, hey. What's going on, Truck World? David Edwards, what's going on, bro?
Anybody?
Mr. Tundrick, Anthony, what's up, brother? How's the weather in New York?
Volume down. Anybody that wants to hop on with us tonight? Go. Glenn's at the College World Series, so it might be a short one this evening. Mr. Austin Wright's supposed to try to get on. Don't know for sure what his timeline looks like, but he's supposed to try to get on. And I'm trying to gobble down a steak that I had to cook at the last minute. Mr. Nick Bell, David Edwards, William Robertson. What's going on out there in Arizona? Our partner in crime, Glenn Evans, is out there in Iowa at the College World Series baseball.
Nebraska. In Omaha.
He said it was Iowa, is what he was telling me.
I don't
know. That may be where he's working, and he's not where the game's at. I don't know. You don't get me to line.
Rick?
Ain't gonna get me to line. Mr. Rex, Mr. Michael Mayo. What's going on there, Mr. Madden? That's a engine building.
11 degrees in Arizona.
Oh, good Lord. You can have all that, brother. It's just a little bit hot here, and I don't want no part of 112.
No.
Mr. Rex Madden
is about 85, but it's 99% humidity and not raining.
Yeah.
In Georgia.
That humidity's rough. And until you have
being in Central Florida.
Until you have experienced it, it's hard to say that it ain't hot, because it's definitely hot. Hot's hot and cold's cold. 32 degrees in Vegas, you wear a light windbreaker. 32 degrees in Georgia and Alabama, you wear all your damn clothes. It's long johns, hunting clothes, whatever. It's miserable cold and miserable hot. But it is what it is. Most of the time.
How's bad habit coming?
We are making progress. Got a couple of parts in today, as a matter of fact. I had ordered some extensions for the exhaust because, from what I understood, my O2 sensor was too close to the end of the exhaust. So I got some 5-inch round to oval extensions to fix that up. Mr. Cooper Smitherman in the house. So I got some extensions in today, and got my EGT box in today, and we're getting there. It's a process, but we're getting there. We go into KTR for some fuel tech school in July, and hopefully, if all goes well, we're taking Bad Habit with us. I'll be real close to that, David. Whenever I get the extensions put on my exhaust, right now it's about 10 inches, and I ordered these extensions 12, but I'm gonna cut some of it off. I'm gonna try to cut it off where it's kind of like level with the rocker panel, because they're gonna kind of stick out the side a little bit. And we're gonna kind of try to trim them off, kind of straight down with the rocker. But I was about ready to call and check on them because I ordered them, I don't know, 10 days or so ago. But they did say they had to make them, but they showed up today. You know, Rex Madden is a redneck engine builder in South Georgia. He'll build you a nitrous motor, and he is used to kick a whole lot of butt in the Outlaw 10.5 stuff back in the day, and he's getting ready to come out and play again. He got a little Nova he's working on with a badass small block, and then after he kicks everybody's tail with it, he's gonna put a big motor in it. But can't wait to get him back on the racetrack. He life gets in the way. He had to work too hard for a long time. He's finally retired. So he is just working on hot rods and building engines at the house and getting ready to go racing. So can't wait to see it. Him and his sweet wife, Miss Mona.
Yeah, Will, I don't care where you at. If it's above 85 degrees and you put any race suit on above a SF55, it's hot.
Ain't no doubt.
Especially having to sit in a car, especially having to sit in a truck or a car and wait.
Yeah.
In the staging lane, and you don't want to get out because you have to get right back in. You know, as soon as you do get out.
That's why I got the golf. That's why I got the smart car, so I can sit in the staging lanes in the air conditioning if it gets too stupid.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Of course, you see all these, Top Fuel guys and the big guys in IHRA. They pull up and they're in a van, and of course they're in their suit in the second row or whatever.
Right.
They're in, pretty much in their full suit, in the air conditioning where it's freezing as cold as that vehicle will make it until they have to actually get in the car. Man, some of them days and some of them places they go, I don't see how they do
it. It's brutal.
I think, last year, I think one of them said that it was 108 where they were at.
Ooh.
And they were running in the middle of the day, Top Fuel. Oh, my Lord. I'd hate to even get out the vehicle with no air conditioner in it and then having to get in one without air conditioner.
I know when we had that tampon wars over there in the middle of July at Macon, it was brutal. My wife thought I was going to have a heat stroke. And I wasn't even in the truck that long.
Oh, wow.
But it's bad when you put that fire suit on and get in that black truck. For sure. But
I remember it's been a couple of years when I was working at Middle Georgia in the staging lanes, and it was, I think it was 96 or 97, and the heat index was 114, and there were people just sitting in their vehicles. There was more people, though, that was drinking alcohol standing on the fence that got carried away than people in the driving vehicles.
I bet.
What's up, Austin?
Yeah, Mr. Austin Stevens in the house. He about got that hot rod put back together. He said he's looking forward to No Mercy and ready to get back out there and see everybody and hopefully not do no more wheelies. I don't want to do no more either. And luckily I didn't tear a whole bunch up. But yeah, we're going to try to be a little more careful with the shock adjustment.
Yeah.
Mr. William Myers in the
house. Yeah, we ain't going to just loosen it completely up.
No. Which it wasn't that loose, but it was still way looser than it needed to be. And I've also got limiters to put on the front now, too.
Oh, good. Okay.
I don't have them on yet, but hopefully that'll happen soon. Fixing to get 2 or 3 little things done to it, hopefully. And then we got to try to build a fire in it and get ready to go get on the dyno. Yeah, Austin, I can imagine, brother. I hated to see that happen to that pretty truck. Makes for cool
Just
pictures and
remember, turn
t-shirts,
it
but
up,
it's
tighten it up.
makes cool t-shirts and pictures and stuff, but man, it ain't good on parts and definitely ain't good on the wallet.
Wallet, chassis, shocks, springs, whatever.
That's right.
And hope you're going straight, not towards the wall or somebody else.
Amen. Yeah, we were both pretty fortunate that we were still going pretty straight, but them wheelies ain't no fun.
Now, even worse when you get on out, the air gets up under the front end.
Mr. Robert, I'm sure they will, brother. I just gotta get it done. I've been running like a wild Indian, doing lots and lots of side work, trying to feed that beast. So, trying to get it back on the racetrack. Lots of new parts and pieces and lots of changes. So, hopefully, it'll all be for the better.
Still waiting to hear from Austin Wright.
Austin Stevens, you want to hop on and talk trash with us for a few minutes? We'll send you a link. I think Austin may have been on before.
I don't know if he has. There is.
I don't know. Send him a link anyway.
I will.
But now y'all don't have to watch me eat anymore. Now you got to watch me drink beer. So, scarf my steak down. So, now I'm good to go. Oh.
Okay. It's showing 2 Facebook messengers for Austin Stevens, so I sent both of them.
Oh, that's weird.
So Austin, I sent you 2 links.
If you don't have Discord, you have to get Discord first, and then you just join the voice channel, and we drag you in if you want to hop on. What's everybody up to this evening? Like I said, our buddy Glenn is at the College World Series watching the Georgia Bulldogs.
Hopefully they'll win tonight because they play the team that put them in the losers bracket.
Ah, okay.
It was Oklahoma.
I thought he said something about the Carolina team or something.
Carolina's on the other side of the bracket. They're undefeated right now.
Hey, we're ready, Robert. Come on with us, bro. I've been seeing some for sale. I can send you some links. Austin
Oklahoma's up 4-0 already.
Austin Wright has got an OBS Chevrolet truck project that needs to be finished that he might part with, and I think he's got a Love truck he might part with, and just depends on what you want. Full sizes are much cooler, but the little ones are a lot easier to make go fast because they don't weigh nothing. But just let us know what kind you want, and we will definitely keep our eyes open and try to pass on some links when we see them for sale. I got dang near 5,000 folks on my Facebook, and probably at least 3,000 of them's truck folks or racing folks. So I see some on occasion for sure. I own a bunch of those pages as well. Did Austin Wright ever message you? Did you hear anything out of him at all?
No. Austin Stevens did. He said he can't join this week.
Okay.
He said he'll try to set a time for in 2 weeks, or either next 2 weeks or in a month.
That'll work. Sounds like a plan. He's probably still thrashing on that truck. I know he's been working hard on it. Unfortunately, he had to pretty much redo his from the firewall forward, so he had to redo all the chassis stuff anyway.
Yeah.
And if I know him like I think I know him, I'm sure he made upgrades while he was there. So, we don't ever put stuff back like it was.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Mr. Chris Cadato, he should be getting close on the brick. He said he was going to have it back together in about a month. So, I know he was going to put his carbon fiber bedsides back on instead of the metal ones.
Oh wow!
But he
wait.
Do what?
So you're gonna lose a little bit of weight.
Yeah, a little bit. And that bad boy was already fast, so the brick's always been a fast truck. And Mr. Bobby Dodrell was making some good progress on Miss Misery, and he didn't waste any time at all getting started on a new chassis. So excited to see that 4-wheel drive back out kicking butt and taking names. That thing was on a lick. I wish he'd have got that new world record before he did have a new world record for 4-wheel drive, but I wish he'd have got the new full-size record before he tore it up. But that's a determined rascal, so I'm sure he'll be back pretty soon.
Yeah, we made a post today and got a bunch of titanium stuff in for his truck.
Cool.
Got an adjustable steering column. This is all titanium.
Wow.
Titanium firewall, titanium for, I believe, the driver's side at least. If not the whole, under the whole entire cab.
He loves
got
it.
a bunch of the full-length stuff like that. I know he's already got the main part of the cage already done.
Mr. Jacob Bennett in the house. Mr. Kelly Kilborn in the house. Either one of y'all turkeys want to get on, let us know. We'll send you a link. I know Kelly knows how to get on. But Jacob, if you want to get on, we'll send you a link. Our buddy Glenn is at the College World Series, so he's not here tonight. But if either one of y'all want to get on, just come on in or let us know. We'll send you a link. I don't know if Jacob's got a link or not, but I'll get one sent to you either way. If you don't mind, Mr. Rabbit, send Jacob one as well.
Right. What's his last name?
Bennett. Bennett. If you don't have a Discord, you have to have a Discord. And then once you have Discord, you can just join the voice channel and we'll drag you into the podcast. But
what's his Facebook look like? Is it black and white picture or is it in color?
It's color, but it's just like somebody standing in the middle of I can't tell what's the backdrop is, but there's one or two people standing in the middle.
Okay, that may be it.
I can't see it.
So there's another one that says they're friends with Josh Warnado and a couple other folks.
I ain't no telling.
Mike Mayo on here. Talk about safety and nitrous.
There you go.
Stuff like that. Anybody needs anything.
That'll work.
Nitrous. Of course, I'm between me and him, we're your nitrous guys. For any kind of nitrous outlet stuff. Like if he does on my wiring and wires for the wiring done on from just small plate. Or
you breaking up a little bit there, brother. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not in the best area.
I heard that. I heard all that. Had to blow my nose. I apologize.
Ugh. Don't blow your brains out of your nose. Kelly said he'll get on in a minute.
That'll work. I'm interested to see how his new carb pan works. He put a pan under his scoop, so most of the air it should pull from the back of the hood, so Be pulling in cool air instead of all that hot air in the engine compartment. Should be pretty sweet.
Kelly said pull him in, and then Mike Mayo said pull him in too.
Ain't neither one of them in the voice channel yet. I'm looking.
Okay, hold on. I have to send Mike a link, I think.
He should still have one.
Well, it'll be all right. I'll send
It don't matter. Just send them another one and be okay.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Kilborn.
Kelly. Yep. What's up, Kelly?
Not a whole lot.
There's Mr. Mayo.
There he is. Flip on in.
I'm interested to see how your new carb pan works. I know on my old hot rod, just taking the hood and leaving it in the pits and running without a hood was good for 2 or 3 little numbers.
Yeah.
Might have to put a hole in that hood.
Well, no. I called John at IRD and talked to him about it. And sent him in a picture from inside the truck,
Right.
and asked him, did he think with the front of the hood being closer to the carburetor, was it a restriction? Maybe, but, and I told him I was thinking about cutting a hole right over the top of the carburetor and maybe putting like a short velocity stack up to the bottom of the hood.
Right.
And he told me, no, do not do that at all.
Cool.
He said, because the air coming over the top of the hood with a stack on it is going to cause too much turbulence down in the carburetor.
Cool.
He said he would rather see me cut the back of the hood, and I, send a picture of it and all that. And he's one. He said, look, go and cut the top of the cowl, 45-degree angle, 4 inches in, make that opening. He said, then if you do your air pan, make your air pan there. So it's basically old NASCAR style, how they draw off the back of the fucking cowl panel at the windshield.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
that's where a cowl hood's supposed to draw from. So
my hood was pretty much about maybe a half inch off the windshield.
right.
So it really couldn't pull much air from the back.
Right.
And I'm trying to keep from pulling the hot air up under the hood from the radiator headers and all that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Whether it picks it up, we'll see. I'm just trying to get fresher, cleaner air.
There you go.
So
It might
Austin
help.
just messaged and said that he's not going to make it.
Uh-oh. There's, I don't know where Mr. Mayo went, but we're dragging him back in. He keeps hopping out for some reason.
Well, depending on where he's at his house, if he's in his shop goes in and out. He's got to be just right.
Uh-oh.
got to get one of them extenders in the shop.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm having a little
Okay.
technical difficulty. I was going to talk a little bit about nitrous safety whenever y'all get to a point, I guess.
Come on with it.
Yeah.
Well, as y'all know, a couple weeks ago, they had a guy that got killed heating up a bottle at his house. And, it started a little thing between Nitrous Outlet and Nitrous Express. And I ain't going to pinpoint on that. But one of the things you need to look at in this, and this goes for everybody, if you got a bottle that's got a problem, see me and Dwayne. Let us check it out. Let us get to the bottom of it before you put a torch on it or a bottle heater or turn it loose in your truck. Because after what happened up there, it even put his wife in the hospital. She was in the yard.
Wow.
So just need to make sure we're real careful with these bottles. Nitrous Outlet does have a bottle swap out program, and we'll give you a credit on your old bottle. And most of their new bottles are high pressure anyway, and you'll pick up just by switching to the bottle. So, another thing too that need to address, and as far as the nitrous and stuff goes, is make sure you check all your lines and stuff every week. I see people running around the pits with a torch. I never see them working on the car.
Right.
So,
Personally, I would rather see people not use a torch at all.
no.
There's way too many good ways to heat a bottle if you need to heat one. A water bath being the very best way, but once it's in the vehicle, run one off a Milwaukee battery or whatever, or something to bring it up. But just keep an eye on it and don't just leave it with a battery on it, because it can definitely overheat and cause it to pop off. But they get very hot very quick, but they also will suck them batteries very dry very quick. I buy an adapter from Amazon that actually has a low voltage shutdown built into the adapter, so you don't run your batteries down to a point where they won't charge. Sometimes you can jump those batteries with a good battery and get them to come back, but that's not always the case, and some of those batteries are very, very expensive. So if you use a drill battery or something, just be mindful of trying to get an adapter that has a low voltage shutdown built into the adapter.
And also on that, we do offer a pressure switch that I can wire, or give you instructions on how to wire it up to where you can hook it up to that Milwaukee battery and it'll shut it off when it gets to temperature.
Right. And I've got one of those. I need to wire up to mine. I hadn't done it yet, but I'd like to put a pressure switch on mine. But I keep a pretty close eye on mine when it's got a battery on it.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
Well, I want to bring up an issue too, though. Most of y'all know, if it's a last resort that you have to use a torch on a bottle. These bottles are made out of aluminum. It takes a few 500-600 degrees and sometimes less than that, to even melt these bottles. And depending on how much stress has been on the aluminum, what the date they were produced, have you had them checked, pressure tested since the production date, since the first pressure testing that's stamped in these bottles. Nitrous will not burn until you hit 500, and I think it's 576 degrees. It may be a little less than that, but it's around that area. But if you're going to put a torch on the bottle, keep it moving around. Do not put it in one spot, because one, it causes a heat stress in it, and once that starts happening, well, then the bottle starts to get weaker in that area. And over time, you keep heating the bottle up, well, aluminum melts. Well, then, like Mike said about the guy who was heating the one up in his garage, of course it went boom, put him in hospital and injured his wife also, which was, depending on how big his shop is and where she was.
From what I understand, she was relatively close to him. I never heard him say that he was actually heating the bottle. I know they made mention that the bottle was fairly new and had not been used and abused, but they have dates on them and they are supposed to be swapped out. I don't know what the timeline is on that. Y'all might know, but
so carbon bottles are every 3 years. Aluminum bottles are either 5 or 7.
So
most of the time, a local welding shop has access to send the bottle off. If you want to do it yourself, they can send it off and have it pressure tested and re-updated as far as date for how long before it needs to be recertified again, if you want to go that route. Or, yes, it may cost some money to ship it back to the manufacturer that you bought it from to have it re-up. Or, like Michael said, it don't matter what kind of bottle it is. If you want to send it in to Nitrous Outlet for a bottle exchange, they'll pay you, I think, 100 or 125 towards a new bottle. But kind of stay within them parameters if you can.
And if you have a bottle that you don't know the history of, I would suggest sending it in and doing a swap out and getting something that you know about. Like I said,
absolutely.
I know, like Nitrous Outlet and some of the bigger people absolutely will not fill one that's out of date or out of spec. So if the bottle's out of its normal date range or whatever, they won't even fill it because it is a liability and it is dangerous. So I mean, you just have to be careful. I mean, anytime you're messing with a pressurized cylinder of any kind, it has the potential to explode. So it's definitely something we all need to be careful of because, like I said, nobody wants to see anybody get hurt, and especially nobody killed. From what I understand, that gentleman did lose his life, and like I said, his wife was severely injured as well. And like I said, and that's just awful. We hate to hear about that.
And that goes for CO2 bottles only. Also for people who run boost or use them just for a shifter or parachute launcher or what have you. Keep an eye on them too. And if you're not going to send the bottle back and have it certified within a date range, at least order a new burst disc to have it where at least the burst disc will go first. And they make them anywhere between, I think, 1,350 PSI all the way up to 2,500. But of course, if you're going to run nitrous, you don't need to run anything between 1,350 and 1,500. I would suggest try to stay around the 1,350 PSI if you can, or even a 1,250. I think they make it.
And also, Dwayne, while you on that subject right there, I know most of us are getting ready for South Georgia here in the next couple months. They're really hard on us about blowdown valve, making sure you've got them in there. If you need one installed or whatever, like I said, this ain't a sales pitch. It's just trying to help everybody get through tech because y'all know how John Sears is. Sometimes he gives some of us a little bit more harder time than the other ones. So, just trying to help everybody be prepared.
Yeah. And if you go through tech and you don't have that blowdown panel, that blowdown tube or whatever, that even if it's a flex tube or a hard line tube, that you can hook to your nitrous bottle, just plumb one in. It's just a 8AN hookup on the back of it. If you can't, I would suggest not going through tech, especially at South Georgia, now that they're NHRA certified and NHRA licensed, insured. They probably won't let you through unless you make some changes. But Robert Stovall said that he was at Michigan at US 131, and the guy was heating a bottle up in his trailer, and the bottle busted. When it did, it blowed out one whole side of his trailer, and he said luckily it was just minor injuries. Please be careful doing this stuff. It's already dangerous enough, and we already know what risk we take when we get in and strap in these vehicles just to go down the track, much less all the other chemicals and nitrous and the fuels and stuff that we use.
No doubt.
One more.
Everything. In the end, everybody needs to go home to their family and be able to go to work Monday morning, or if they're retired, at least be able to do what they want to do. And then Mason also said that John Sears is real hard on your window nets and your safety clothing being up to date at SGMP.
If anybody can figure out how to put a window net in my car, I'll pay you good. We went and bought every window net Summit had and couldn't get it in there.
What you need to do is you need to draw one out the way that you need it to be made, and then just have Stroud make it to your dimensions.
Well, the only problem with it that I have is getting out of the car comfortably, because Lyle Barnett preached that thing about getting in your shop having your guy put you in the car and cut the lights off and try to get out,
Right.
Mhm.
I get disconfigured with that window net in there. I mean, I could probably get used to it later, but just trying to do my little routine things that I do, I think I couldn't get comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But besides the thing, I want to touch one more thing on what Dwayne said about the CO2 bottles. In Macon, the Diver Supply will send your bottle off to have it recertified.
Oh, okay, so that's local here in Middle Georgia. It's in
To
Macon.
me and you.
Yeah, but depending on if y'all got a place that does diving specialties or even a welding specialty shop, they'll do it too in
Yeah.
your area.
Team.
But back to the window net and all. Also, too, this is going to be the last year that you can seat belts. So where you supposed to have the 6-point or 7-point.
Yep.
Isn't there an AT cap on that though?
And they're what?
I thought there was an AT cap. You only had to have a 7-point under like a certain AT.
Well, as far as for ducks races, everybody is faster than the AT cap. I think is 550 in the 8, which is
I thought it was like 450 in the 8.
no, I think for a 5-point, it's now a 550, and which is equivalent to I think a 970, 990 in the quarter. Maybe wrong. Or 999 and faster. I know in the quarter you got to have the new 6 or 7-point.
All I know is when I went through Tech in Alabama, that's the first thing he said was, if I'm down there come February, I better have the latest and greatest in there. Because like I said, when I unloaded that red car that time, when I come out of the stands and bought that car and went down there to go run open comp, he started on me then. And man, he every time he said, I bet you I could show up in one of them pro mods down there with the Tidwell loans and he'd give me hell.
Well, how does the 6-point or 7-point? Where do them other points connect? I haven't looked into it yet.
So you still have your standard 5, like you have your submarine right in the center, but your 6-point will eliminate the submarine, but they have to come from the back of the seat and through the seat, which basically goes to your number 1 bar. So it has to come up from your number 1 bar, which is the lower, right behind the seat. You have to come in through the bottom of the seat, but not through, I guess, the back lower half of the seat to go under you. You actually sit on the straps, and then they come up between your legs like the submarine one. That would be a 6. A 7 just adds the submarine back. So basically, it acts like a suspension seat.
Does it come around like your rib cage area or something like that?
No, it's under your butt.
You sit on these and then pull them in. I guess you would say in your crotch area, where the
up over your thighs.
Submarine.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, from the inside of your thighs. Yes. So your legs sit on your legs and your butt sit on these straps. So basically, where you have your harness through the top of the seat, you need to have 2 holes in the back of the seat towards the, where your butt meets up towards the back. You just got to have 2 holes back there too.
Oh,
And
so
they
you're gonna
come
have to
through.
pull the seat out and cut holes, provisions for the
Yes.
belts to come through.
Yes.
Because I know the
And-
turkey seat, there's nothing back there for that. The one
Not
I had,
yet.
right?
I think starting, I think late this year, when they start making race seats, they're going to already have provisions cut in the seats for the newer seats to be done.
Yeah, I just have to figure out how to cut them in there. I ain't going to buy a damn seat. I just bought this.
Yeah.
Seats are expensive.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2.
Nowadays.
I got 2 pretty pricey ones in mine for mine. One's in it, and the other one matches it. But yeah, I don't want to cut no
spend
holes in it.
$200 on a seat, or you spend $2,500 on a seat.
That's
Pretty
true.
much like anything else.
Yeah, I ain't got that fiber money.
Yeah.
Then one of the other things I wanted to get out there, Dwayne was talking about earlier. Yes, I do wire. I can wire anything. If you want to come by my car anytime and take a look at some of my stuff, you're welcome. If Jacob Clayville shows up, you can look at his truck. I wired his truck, and then I've done a couple others here and there. I can do fuel injection, carburetor. It don't matter. And I use top notch stuff. You won't see any wires when I'm done.
Robert Stovall said the cap for the 7-point belt or whatever is $750 in the quarter or $450 in the eighth. That's what I was thinking. To go to the 7-point. Now you may have to go to the 6th, but
I damn sure won't need no 7-point then.
yeah, I heard that.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
me
the
either,
only
brother.
difference is the one that goes straight down between your thighs, goes straight down and through the seat or over the front of the seat. Right there. That's the only difference. Your 6 still has to go to the back. It's just your 7th goes straight. Is basically reattaching your submarine belt that you already have in your truck.
Robert Stovall, there's your truck right there. Mason Noble wants to sell his side piece. He said 45.5 turnkey or 18.5 roller. Big block Ford with nitrous.
77.
7.
What year is that truck, Mason? 77, 78, 79?
Somewhere right in there.
Somewhere right there, I know.
He got some brand new headlights to go in and he hadn't even installed yet.
'78. Okay.
I knew it was right there somewhere close.
Yeah.
Hey, right now you can go get a new nitrous outlet 10-pound bottle from Summit with the blowdown valve, the gauge, and all there. $276.
Wow. That's a deal.
So it's
That's
actually
actually a
cheaper
really good
than
price.
mine. It's actually cheaper than nitrous outlet because I went and bought one right before the truck race.
Who was that from?
Summit had them. They're still on sale for that price. I just checked over the weekend.
And where are they at?
What brand was it?
Nitrous outlet.
Yeah.
They having Dwayne. They're having a big sale, so that's one of the reasons that
Okay.
Summit's got it on sale.
Yeah, but see,
Okay.
nitrous outlet, I seen the ad. It shows they're $345 with 15% off. And that so it's still, but if you go to Summit, they're $276 right now. So they're actually cheaper through Summit than they are buying it with the 15% off through nitrous outlet.
Is that with the
No.
high flow valve on it?
Yes, so the billet valve and all,
Yeah,
sure is.
that is a good deal.
Like I said, I went and bought. I thought it was wrong too before the truck race, and I'm like, damn, okay, shit, I'm going to buy that right now.
Yeah.
So I know the weekend they showed that there was just showing there was like 5 in stock.
You can't even get one a scratch and dent for that.
No, I bought scratch and dent from nitrous outlet. I think it was 308 or something like that.
Yeah.
Mason said he has a Pro Charger set up that can be bought with the truck, but he wants to only sell the blower stuff with the truck. He doesn't want to separate it.
I was gonna say you shoot me a message, but never mind.
It's probably custom fit to fit his truck though.
No, I know what truck it come off of. I want to say it come off a big block Chevrolet, if I'm not mistaken, and he had to buy a plate because he's got a big block Ford in that truck. If it's the one I'm thinking about, yeah, it's a crank drive with a Chevrolet, a big block Chevrolet. I'm gonna say it's a F3 136, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Mason?
He said it has to be modified for a Ford.
They make a plate for big block Ford. Chris Houston does, or the other one.
Mr. Fred Honeywell in the house.
Oh, Robert's good with all that stuff. He'll make a plate.
Oh yeah,
What's a big block? I don't know what that is.
Mhm.
Mr. Fred
A couple
Honeywell, you got that
pounds.
pretty blue truck fixed yet? Fred's
120 pounds heavier.
Fred's been in engine shop jail for a while.
Again?
I don't know that he got out of engine shop jail. I hadn't heard if he did.
Oh, Lord.
Um, he's trying to rotate the earth, so he's having to wait on this guy to get his stuff to get back together.
Wonder, it must be at 3V Performance. I mean, yeah, 3V Performance.
Yep. That's
They've
who
been
he-
trying to hire people, so maybe they're behind.
Yeah, that's probably one.
Probably so. Good help's hard to find. Especially probably that knows anything about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's above my knowledge range. All that machining.
A good friend of mine just bought all the machine shop stuff to start doing machine work at his house. So if the truck don't sell, nothing else does, I'll throw it on and be back out playing in a few years, and I'll hang that Ford off in some Chevy folks' ass in this chat.
Damn, a
Yeah,
few years, he's gonna be way behind.
Mm.
You know how technology moves.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
sometimes
amazing
that
how
old
far.
tried and true. You can't beat it.
Oh yeah, it's amazing how far the stuff has come in the years I've been racing. I know when I first started racing, hell, Pro Mods ran what I'm trying to run with old stock suspended all steel all glass pickup truck. But it's amazing how far all this stuff has come.
Yeah, Mason, I don't think anybody can keep up with it unless they got
Really deep
big
pocket.
major business that they're writing it off.
Really deep pocket.
Yeah. Pretty much have to update every 6 months. Keep up with it.
I have to update every week.
Well,
He said the juice is not worth the squeeze.
that's why I got told with my car. Of course, I got some stuff in the other day for it. Just build what I want and get in where I fit in, and kind of open my eyes. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just build what I want. And
Shit, I was trying to get in that little invitational shit they're doing down there at Macon this weekend, and I didn't see nothing on there about you had to have no deposit or no shit like that in. But I was told you should have had the deposit in last Friday. I was like, well, whatever then, fuck it.
They usually once they get there, most of them don't show up. They usually just let people in.
Well, but I don't know what the weather's gonna look like. We're just gonna go down there and test. I was gonna test, and I seen they was having that little invitational, and gonna try to get in it, but it was kind of like a no. So I was just like, whatever, we'll come test. But now I don't know what the weather's gonna do.
I was gonna say, unless you got a troller motor on the back of that sumbitch or outboard, I don't think you're gonna be racing it this weekend. No way.
Yeah.
They're supposed to clear up Friday afternoon now.
Shit, that ain't what it's saying for over here. I don't know about over yonder. They
no.
Hell, we're
It's
showing
supposed to be
rain.
raining.
Hell, we're
Right.
showing rain slam through next week.
So
honestly,
A good friend of mine was gonna come test here in Montgomery Friday and pick my truck up and do a little stuff to it for me, and I may be having to take it to him. Because it don't look like that's gonna happen.
If it keeps raining like it does, it's hard to keep trains on the track too. So that's when I get it broke off in.
yeah, I ain't going back down to Macon again if it rains like it did before the truck race. That's BS.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Pretty tough.
Left lane was good for a little while.
I'm surprised you ain't got no phone calls about going to work right now. With all this storm stuff going on,
No, we ain't sending nothing out.
Oh, okay.
It's not being it's over there in Texas. It's not a threat over here. So, I mean, trust me, as the weekend comes, AT&T will be sending their dumb flunkies out to start checking these generators that are sitting around in these yards, and they'll be putting in stupid ass job tickets saying the unit's hard down for dumb shit, saying I can't crank it or dumb shit like that. And then we'll be running around and then get there and then the motherfucker will crank up and, I'll be pissed off because I'm having to work a weekend because of dumbasses.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be overtime, but, still, I got other shit to do besides chase dumbasses.
I'm excited. I found out today that we get paid extra for Friday because it's a quote unquote holiday. So I like it.
Yep.
What damn holiday is that?
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. That don't register in my world.
I get it. Hey, as long as it registers on my paycheck, I don't give two shits about it. I like
It's
it.
gonna register on my paycheck. I'm gonna be at home.
I hear you.
I'm at home because I don't work for 4 days
There you go.
until the storm comes, and it's all hands on deck for 2 weeks or whatever.
I heard that.
Kelly, do you work with John Dockery and them any?
Who's that?
At CB Towers?
I haven't worked with them directly because the way I work, like I said, I work for American Fleet Solutions, and we work because we're subcontracted, but we work every day on AT&T's property. So the way I do it, I got all my different yards I go to. Like today, I had the new hire guy with me. We went out toward Augusta, went over to Thompson, and we shot down to Waynesboro and checked out some units down there. And that was the day just because it's a lot of travel time. And like tomorrow, I got to go to Sparta, Sandersville, and then go out to Millen. I got a PM1 out there and everything. So, we work all the time in these different locations, going out checking the generators every month if they do a PM. So, but then on the big yard up here in Stockbridge is where we got I think we got 600 and something generators up there sitting on the grounds, that had to be ready to go at a moment's notice. So when the storm comes and FEMA decides where they want shit to go, then they either email whoever and then they send it to we basically have a AT&T the pool site manager that's on the yard up here in Stockbridge, and he lets us know, hey, we got 8 trucks we need to load. They want this, and this, and this is where this is going. So that's how we deploy it from the yard. But then, like after the storm comes through, like AT&T sets up that DNR site. They set it up down there in Darien a couple times, and I went down there to Darien and worked down there in Darien all week because they're deploying truck. There'll be 400 generators sitting on the ground down there, and then they got the contractors taking them out, and I had to be down there. So if they take one out, something wrong with it, they bring it back, pick up another one, drop it off, and if I can fix it, I'll fix it on site. If not, I red tag it and put it off to the side. But that's kind of how it works with what I do. So,
the reason why I asked is 2 years ago when that hurricane come up through Georgia, I went and worked for 2 weeks with them and done it.
yeah,
That
that
was similar.
yeah, we don't go out to do like they do. We work on the site with AT&T. So that's how we do it. So, yeah, I was down there when I was down there, and there's some of the contractor guys. This dude had his damn gearbox and everything pulled out of the truck. They showed they were rebuilding the shit and all over there in the grass. I guess they were they come from I think Texas. It was a bunch of them over here and was running shit out. But them dudes are rough on shit. They drag light cords. They fucking tear shit up. I'm like, damn, could y'all take a little damn pride in hauling this shit out? Quit tearing it up. Because after a deployment like that, when shit comes back, man, we got our hands full. We got all kind of shit to fix. We got to PM them. We're supposed to PM them in the field if they've been run more than 250 hours at a tower, but some bitches don't have no way of checking hours. So usually we come back and they'd be run 700, 800, 1,000 hours. So
Mason,
it's kind of.
Mason said they made some money during that storm stuff. Said they hauled for Beach View Energy. He said bunkhouse trailers, shower houses, and light towers, etc.
Yeah, down there in Dearborn, we had I think there were 4 bunkhouse trailers. Then there was some bathhouse style trailers down there. It's like they set up like a whole fucking world down there. They had Starlink shit all over the place out there. They had a kitchen down there. You get there, you can have breakfast. I could eat lunch. If I was down there at dinner time, I could eat dinner. When those storms come, that wore my ass out. I was working 15, 16 hours every day. Paycheck was nice, but my ass was tired.
When we had really bad tornadoes come through Tuscaloosa and Birmingham, I worked at what they call the Vic, where they haul all the wrecked cars into. Some of that shit they brought in, you couldn't even identify what kind of damn car it was. It was so tore up. But I was there for like 14 days straight, and it was me and like 6 managers, and I was the only one that could write a check. So they were wearing me out, paying people for their totals and stuff, and it was pretty wild, but made some pretty good money for 14 days or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's nice to get them down $1,800 checks, but damn, dude, wear your ass out.
Yep. I did flood claims in Houston one time, and that was rough. Man, we totaled a lot of stuff out there. It don't take shit for it to flood out there.
Yeah.
One good rain shower and you start getting flood calls.
Yeah, we sent a bunch of shit out there to Houston when this shit flooded out there.
When they had the last bad storm out there in Texas, they called me and wanted me to go, and I was already like halfway to Panama City and had $800 worth of concert tickets and a room paid for 3 nights. I told them, I said, I ain't coming. Yeah, y'all can forget it. So I was literally the only adjuster in the state of Alabama writing claims. Everybody else got shipped to Texas. So I was here right by myself.
Damn.
It was pretty wild. Pretty wild.
Okay.
Well, kind of a light show tonight. Our partner in crime out there watching the baseball game, but like I said, y'all keep all the safety stuff in mind. Be careful. I mean, we don't want to see anybody get hurt, and all that stuff is very serious. If you don't know about some of that stuff, ask somebody. We all need a fire extinguisher if we don't have one. I have a fire system in my truck, but at the same time, it wouldn't hurt to have a small fire extinguisher as well, in case you need to try to put out somebody else's vehicle or whatever the case may be. Thank goodness when Nick's truck caught fire, they were able to get it put out before it did any catastrophic damage. It skinned his pocketbook up pretty good, but it could have burnt the whole thing to the ground. So thank goodness it didn't do that. Burn up some wiring and lines and radiator and transmission cooler and stuff like that. But it could have definitely been a lot worse.
Hey, does anybody know what's Ray Morton doing with the S10? I seen he had that motor for sale.
I think he's fixing to put a little LS or something in it and maybe put twins on it. For sure. I hadn't talked to him. I've got some models for him that he asked me to order, and I just hadn't had time to get them to him. He's wanting to go carbon on CO2 bottles, so I special ordered some carbon bottles.
10
Oh.
I thought he was hot to trot wanting to run 530 with that truck.
I think he's still wanting to, but I think he's just wanting to go a different route and get off the nitrous
Oh,
just because of the price.
yeah. I wish I could afford to do that. I would do it myself, but man, this is my last go round with this shit, and this was done. I'm done with this one. I'm done.
I get it.
Understand?
Well, hey, speaking of truck racing, I got the call last night that Pat Callan is planning on trying to put a little race together on August the 7th. I kind of sucks. It's Friday night at here. That shit we was trying to do. He's still wanting to kind of do the same deal, at least to get 8 trucks over there. From what I understand at the conversation last night, he's putting a flyer together for the race, and he's still going to pay $1,500 to $2,000 on top of the pot.
Where's it going to
But I
be?
got
What
told
track?
tonight- Huh?
What track?
Steel.
Still,
That'd
Yeah.
be
Like I said, right now it's August the 7th. It's a Friday night. I think what I got told was the buy-in's going to be $300,
ooh,
and I don't know. I think he's going to do. He was talking about sending the 300. The other guy I was talking to, he said, Pat was saying 300. I said, well, probably I don't know about doing sending the full 300. Maybe like what Austin does, maybe 150 or something, then pay the other 150 cash when you're there.
right.
I said, but
Because I mean, anybody can break their shit and whatever else, and don't nobody want to pay it, and then pay the whole thing and then not make it.
yeah, well and they're gonna put a cap on it. What I got told was a 75 was gonna be the cap. On the of course there's gonna be no time slips, none of that shit, and it's been kicked around that the 2 that go to the finals can WFO. The may the best one win.
I hear you.
run all out.
So, but that's kind of
If I get my jump
Something
fixed, I
about-
might be game, but I'm still got a little ways to go to get it together. So I'm
hell. Like I said,
I'm signed up.
August the 7th is when it's supposed to be. So
I'm signed.
I'm waiting on on them to get the flyer and all that shit out.
I'm signed up for Fuel Tech School, July 7th and 8th, and hoping I might can take Bad Habit with me and put it on the hub dyno while we're there. So
I thought that was part of the $5,000 price for the class. Was
Oh,
he was able to dyno and stuff.
it ain't nowhere near that kind of money.
I thought it was if you dynoed your shit. I looked into it one time because I thought about keeping this LS fucking ES5.
The
If you just want to dyno yourself, like take it up there and have them dyno it. I won't say it's $300 or $3,500
no
for an 8-hour session.
no, it's $2,000 if they don't have to have a tuner. If you tune it yourself, they charge you $2,000 to use the hub dyno. It's $3,500 if they tune it and give you 8 hours on the hub dyno. But if you take the class and they tune it, they give you a pretty substantial discount. So it's a real good deal. I talked to them today, and as long as they're cool with it, then I'm definitely going to take mine with me if I can get it together. But I will be thrashing to make that happen, to make sure I can be there with it, because I really would like to get it on the hub dyno. So that would be
Thrashing's
cool.
the name of the game.
Oh yeah, that's always thrashing. Whether I'm thrashing to make money to be able to spend on the junk or thrashing to get stuff done to it.
So,
But um,
uh,
but yeah, I sent them an email today and talked to a lady as well. So I got a price and all that. If it's a really good deal for people that are in the class. So hopefully the tuner guy will say grace over my junk and tell me I can bring it. And if so, I'm gonna make it happen.
what do you think about Jimmy Dale and Poland trying to shake Austin down?
I think that's bullshit, especially when the little G class has been around longer than they've been around doing the gangster crap.
Yeah, I kind of.
I think Scott Bellner come up with that thing originally, little G. And now, of course, the time may have not been the same, but I can't remember. But I remember when Scott come out with that little G class.
Well, they just made this
well before
revolutionary
little
thing,
gang.
and they're changing it to the same shit they do at Middle Georgia.
Yeah.
Floating index. So
Yeah, I seen that bullshit last night. I was like, they got a little pissed off when I said, "So y'all are copycat."
there you go.
I swear that little picture Austin put up, I swear I want to go post that on Jimmy Dale Racing.
Might as well. What they gonna do?
Oh, I screenshot that shit and I was like, yeah, you keep on, motherfucker, and I'm gonna post that shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. He get pissed off. What's he gonna do?
Exactly.
Tell me he gonna kick my ass? I'll tell him, come on. I'm too old to be throwing these fits. I'm gonna throw something else.
I hear
Gotta
you.
put your hands on me.
I hear you. He ain't gonna do shit. Talk shit and run rabbit.
Head done got too big. All them big time races he's around now. That's his problem. Forgot where he came from.
That's right. That's right.
That's his problem.
Yep.
So
When he first started driving that 50 Shades of Brown, that was somebody else's car. So it's like, does he own the damn thing now?
Barrett.
yeah,
Oh, Barrett
I was about to say, isn't that Barrett's car?
I think it is Barrett's car.
No, I didn't know that, but I know they've been. He's damn sure been beating on it for a long time.
Well, they done tore that motor up a couple times though.
I think Rear done the motor for Barrett. They're all out of Texas,
Right.
and I think Rear Morrison did the engine for them. And Rear does really great stuff. I think it's just your standard. I'm not gonna say a big cubic inch. I mean, because I don't know how big it is, but I know it's. I think it's under 600.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, it's 500. I think it's got to be. Well, they run X255 when it was still limited 235 or whatever, but DXP Street Mix, whatever. When he ran it, the limit on the cubic inches for a big block was 588. So, and that was with your, standard valve angle head. So I'm going to assume it's probably in that realm.
Right.
And hell,
It's probably anywhere between 540 and 572.
so
I would guess.
and in that trim with the jetting and all that shit, and hell, they went what 480s?
Yeah, I think so. And at the time, because this was before the tire change, if you was a nitrous car, they would allow you to run a 275, but it was the same tire that 275 that runs in Ultra Street. Or you could run the Pro in a 255.
Yeah,
But
What-
if you
what-
were on boost, you had to run a 235 or 255.
What tire do they run in the Ultra?
Ultra is it's the ET Street R.
Okay.
So it's basically like the Pro, but right down the center, about 2 inches wide, there's a groove, an inch from dead center of the tire that runs completely around.
Right.
So not only do you have the dips every, I don't know, eighth of a turn or whatever, but you got 2 full cut out right dead center. And it's I want to say it's the ET Street R.
Yeah, it probably is. That's also the tire they run in. What's the other? It's not. It's LDR. Yeah,
LDR, but you can run it a 295 in
Right,
that on
yeah.
that tire. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's the same tire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, a friend of mine actually, wanted some of those takeoffs, so I was talking to some of the LDR folks about some takeoffs, because he wanted to try to get a set of those to go on a little turbo street truck. But
And all it is a 29.5 inch tall tire, 10.5 wide, compared to a 315, where it's a 29.5, 12.5 wide.
10-4.
If I'm not mistaken, is what they quote. Now, I've heard some people say it's more like a 30 or 30.5, depending on what width rim you put it on.
Yeah. All that makes a difference.
Yeah, very much.
Anyway,
Yeah.
well, like I said, it's a little bit of a light night, but we appreciate y'all joining the folks that's here, and like I said, we'll do it again in a couple weeks, and hopefully we'll have some updates on what we're gonna do with Old Bad Habit and what we got going on with it. Got a couple of pieces ordered today, and got a couple pieces in today, so we're moving in a positive direction, I hope. But hopefully we'll get her back together here pretty soon. But we're gonna shut it down a little early tonight, and like I said, we will do it again in a couple of weeks, and maybe our old partner in crime, Mr. Evans, will be around then and not watching baseball in a faraway state. But we appreciate you coming in there, Mr. Kelly, and Rabbit, as usual. We appreciate you, and
Yeah.
like I said, y'all have a
In
good
2
one.
weeks, we can get Austin Stevens on here too.
There you go. That'll work. Sounds like a plan. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna hop off here, and like I said, we'll do it again in a couple of weeks.
All right,
Appreciate
later,
y'all.
Phil.